He made generations laugh without saying a word. As one half of the legendary comedy duo Laurel and Hardy, Stan Laurel became a global icon of joy and mischief. But behind the wide eyes and crooked smile was a man quietly suffering. When the curtain finally fell, he didn't die in laughter. He died in heartbreak. And few ever knew just how deep the pain ran. Stan Laurel spent his life making the world laugh, often without even speaking. His wide-eyed innocence, masterful timing, and flawless physical comedy made him one of the most beloved entertainers of the 20th century. Alongside Oliver Hardy, the rotund and lovable partner in his famous comedy duo, Laurel crafted a brand of humor that transcended language, borders, and generations. Children adored him. Adults admired him. Hollywood respected him. But while the world saw the charming clown, very few saw the man behind the laughter. A man whose final years were marked by loneliness, regret, and a heartbreak that no amount of fame could ever heal. Stan Laurel's genius was undeniable. He wasn't just the funny one in Laurel and Hardy, he was the creative force. He wrote the jokes, refined the routines, and shaped the duo's comedic identity. But he rarely took credit. He stayed humble, almost to a fault. He let others shine while he worked behind the scenes, obsessively perfecting their act. For years, the laughter rolled in. Their films were box office gold, and their fame stretched across continents. But like many silent-era stars, their popularity began to fade as Hollywood changed, and the roles stopped coming. Oliver Hardy's death in 1957 shattered Laurel in a way he never fully recovered from. Hardy wasn't just a co-star, he was his best friend, his brother in comedy and in life. After Hardy passed away from complications following a stroke, Stan Laurel refused to perform again. "It just wouldn't be Laurel without Hardy," he reportedly said. He turned down film offers, TV appearances, and interviews. The stage no longer had meaning for him. The laughter had gone quiet. In his later years, Laurel lived a surprisingly modest life in a small Santa Monica apartment. Despite his fame, he never pursued wealth, nor did he complain about being forgotten by Hollywood. But behind closed doors, he suffered from ill health, loneliness, and the slow, painful erosion of everything he had built. Fans who managed to get his number often found him willing to chat for hours, reminiscing about the old days. He never turned them away. He was still grateful, still kind, but unmistakably hollowed by loss. His heart remained with Ollie. Always. What's most heartbreaking is that Laurel never received an Oscar, an Emmy, or any major award during his career. The comedy world he helped build moved on, and while younger comedians cited him as a genius, the industry itself largely left him behind. It wasn't until after his death in 1965, at the age of 74, that he was given proper recognition. Buster Keaton once called him the funniest man in film. Charlie Chaplin held him in high regard. Yet, in his final days, Stan Laurel was alone, watching reruns of old films, answering fan letters, and quietly grieving a partner who had long since gone. Stan Laurel made the world laugh during some of its darkest times, through war, depression, and uncertainty. He gave people joy when they needed it most. But his own life ended in a quiet room, filled more with memory than laughter. He didn't die wealthy. He didn't die surrounded by cameras or applause. He died heartbroken, still missing the friend who completed his act, still wondering if the world truly remembered the man behind the bowler hat and the blank stare. This is the truth behind the laughter. Stan Laurel's legacy wasn't just his comedy, it was his heart. And while he gave us countless reasons to smile, the man who made the world laugh until it cried, quietly cried alone.